Hey everybody, Andy Nichols here, the Backwards Traveler, coming to you this Thanksgiving weekend 2025. I hope everybody who celebrates Thanksgiving is enjoying their time with their family and plenty of leftovers of turkey and veggie stuff if you're vegetarian. A lot of my close friends out there are veggie, but also celebrate Thanksgiving. And it's Anthology weekend, and it's like 30 years ago now. Here we are again, Anthology time. And I'm coming to you tonight with a special video on my thoughts on the 2025 remix of Real Love, because that seems to be the song that is the polarizing opinions on how people think about it. And most people really don't like the 2025 remix. I'm in the minority, gang. I think it's fantastic. And tonight, I'm going to tell you why. 30 years context, okay? And 30 years ago, I watched Real Love and Free as a Bird in this very house. As you can tell, I'm on remote location with my mom and dad, visiting them for the holiday. 30 years ago this weekend, right up above me, I watched Free as a Bird and Real Love for the first time. Real Love is a song that most Beatles and Lennon fans had knowledge of, right? If you watched the 1988 biopic Imagine and you had the soundtrack, you knew Real Love. Now that was in acoustic form, and it opens the film.
All the little boys and girls living in this crazy world, all they really needed from you is maybe some love. All the little plans and schemes, nothing but a bunch of dreams.
Beautiful. John is acoustic. You see the camera panning of Ascot and the big white mansion in Tittenhurst, zooming in, and you're like, wow, this is a great song. I didn't know that before seeing that film at all. I was a kid. I was 10. And we hear it again. And then as you collect bootlegs, and at that time, they were starting to come around. Free as a Bird, I did not know at all. So when I saw Free as a Bird on night one, jaw drop, like, hello, oh my God, this is great. I didn't know that, but I knew Real Love a little bit. And the various bootlegs that were out there, other than that one that opened up the documentary, which was acoustic, but still majestic, there were some basic piano demos. Real Love, take one. Later on, Anthology, on the John Lennon Anthology, issued in 1998, that was take 4. Which was after the fact. But still, I knew Real Love way better than Free as a Bird. And I knew it as a slower paced song. His vocal was slower. Now, night 2 of Anthology, Real Love drops. Fantastic video, right? A nice hybrid of the 94 sessions and the Threedles in the studio working on it together. Brilliant stuff. Intercut with those legendary clips of all the Beatle instruments floating in the air, cut in with all the people from, Let It Be watching the rooftop at Savile Row, but they're really just watching the instruments and the albums float into the sky, with the John, Paul, and George Ringo faces kind of just on screen, just there. Really tastefully done video. But my problem with that video, not so much the video, the song, is that John's vocals, to me, always sounded too sped up, almost chipmunky. I'm like, this is such a great song, but damn, his vocals sound way too processed and way too sped up. Now, if you just watch my recent video with Jeff Slate, Jeff feels that they really butchered the 2025 remix of Real Love. I disagree. And I know what he was saying. They took a tape that was a real true home demo, and Jeff Lynne, back in the day, did his best to make it work with Paul and George working on it, to harmonize, to make it sound like a Beatle record. But at that cost, by speeding up John's vocal, in my opinion, which is clearly not a popular one, because I've gotten plenty of troll comments today on Instagram from some people saying, calling me this, that, and the other thing, and I get it, okay? But there's plenty of people that I have spoken to that do like the remix. For instance, when the song starts, you hear a great kind of drum intro that you never heard before.
Just like little girls and boys.
And you can tell me in the comments below if you Disagree? Andy, you don't know what you're talking about? That's fine. That's just what these ears hear. And I know that there's people out there that feel the same way. Listen, Real Love from 96, Anthology 2, is a brilliant Beatles song. And it's a Beatles song in every essence of the word. Those 4 guys worked on that song, just like they did with Free as a Bird. And episode 9 today, Heartstrings, confirms that, because the last 3 volumes dropped on Disney Plus today. So, of course, this morning I went right to episode 9. And I highly encourage you, if you haven't already watched it, skip the other ones and go right to that. This isn't a review of that, but stay tuned. And I've reached out to the director of episode 9, Oliver Murray, who recently spoke with Jeff Slate, and to see if he'd like to come on the channel and talk about his aspect of episode 9. As you may have watched with my interview with Jeff, the focal point of episode 9 is Paul, George, and Ringo having that reflective post-anthology interview period to reflect on that time that they spent working on it, 1991, 1992, 1993, now in 94, and now in 95. Here they are a year later looking back on it. And having that knowledge that Jeff talked about, that was Ollie's intention, it really helped me watch episode 9 and gave me context for what Ollie was going for. So if Ollie gets my email and is interested in coming on, stay tuned. I will let you all know if he's interested in coming on. I hope he is. Back to Real Love. Let's listen to a few seconds of a demo that the Beatles used initially.
All the little plans and schemes gone like some forgotten dream. Seems like all I really was doing was waiting for you.
Okay, there you have it. One piano, John voice, clean, clear, great. This is what you hear more of now in the 2025 remix. Now let's hear the version from Anthology 2 from 1996.
All my little plans and schemes lost like some forgotten dream. Seems that all I really was doing was waiting for you.
Too fast. It's too fast. I felt it 30 years ago in this very house, and I feel it now. 2025.
All my little plans and schemes gone like some forgotten dreams. Seems that all I really was doing was waiting for you.
Light bulb, they got it. They were able to use the technology to have John's voice be present more, but also sound more Beatle-like. Now, people are saying, where did George's guitar solo go? I hear George's guitar solo. Are you talking about the end of the song that you hear the little lick fade out? Because the solo in the song proper is very, very present in 2025 remix. You hear it. You hear it. So that's just one guy's take. It might take time for you to warm up to it. You might say, screw this. This version sucks. Reminds me a bit of I Am the Walrus from 2023 when it came out on the Blue Album. And as my good friend Beatley Tone always says, you've got the other versions if you want to listen to them. You could listen to it on vinyl. You could listen to it on Apple Music or Spotify. You can find it anywhere you want. If you'd hate this remix, you don't have to listen to it. It's a new way with modern technology to hear a really good song, and they did the best they could, in my opinion, Jeff Lynne and Giles and Peter Jackson with the whole team, to really, really showcase and bring out John's vocal and make it Beatle-y at the same time. So for me, this Beatles fan, Real Love 2025 is a winner, big time. So bravo to Jeff and Giles and the team. Keep them coming. That's it from me. Stay tuned to the channel for more stuff in the days and weeks to come. I've got a live show coming on Sunday right here on my channel. We're going to have a giveaway. It's going to be a giveaway of the Wings book. So have your Maca Trivia caps on, and we'll see you next time. Bye.